I am so excited that I get to live in the state of Massachusetts and work closely with the DOE here, which is called DESE, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. They have some culturally responsive look-fors, in air quotes, basically observational criteria for what teachers should strive to do and leaders should try to observe and coach on as it pertains to culturally sustaining practice. And so we are going to explore that resource today. Okay, so here we have the culturally responsive look for kind of intro page. You can see all of the different elements here as well as an overview. There's the overview here relates to those 3 aspects from Letts and Billings in terms of her tenets of culturally responsive teaching. We have the Optic Content Fellows who helped create this amazing resource. And so you'll see here that each element, so subject matter knowledge being our first one, has a short 1 to 2 sentence summary at the top. So here, right, we're demonstrating sound knowledge and understanding of the subject matter and pedagogy required by consistently engaging students in learning experience that enable them to acquire complex knowledge, skills, vocab, right, so that they can make claims and arguments. Basically, we're making sure that we maintain that academic quote unquote rigor, right, or complexity or challenge. And how we do it is listed here. So we have the teacher indicators here. Sometimes they will indicate in this document that something is ELA specific or math specific, and most of the time the bullet points are very general. So you'll see things like uses culturally responsive curricular materials and instructional supports that enable students to connect it to their own lives, right? Making sure we're at grade level standard, providing just-in-time supports to scaffold versus like spending large amounts of time to teach pre-grade standards or over scaffolding, right? When we see students, we're talking about them using vocabulary precisely. We are seeing them engage in collaborative dialogue. They're doing all or most of the thinking. So you can see that these continue well-structured units and lessons, adjustments to practice, student engagement. You can continue looking at all of these, meeting diverse needs, safe learning environment, and I believe this is the last downloadable file. So I'll go ahead and link to DESE's webpage where you can actually get this for yourself. I will also link to our page where we have the Time for Teachership podcast, kind of best of the student-led discourse episodes we've done. And those are also really positive for thinking about how we make sure that culturally responsive and sustaining teaching is happening in the context of a discourse lesson.